Yo,
Hello.
pretty fucking excited for tonight.
It's an interesting set of games.
It's not often that I'm like really excited for one of these, but tonight's a good night. Because we got some good shit, and we got some good shit.
Yeah. Like,
Because like,
a lot of these are not good games.
they're good games.
They're interesting to watch.
I cannot wait for our earnest chat about Night Trap and why actually it's a bad game because the way it expects you to play it is contrast, like completely contrary to what it wants you to look at.
Yeah, it's weird, yeah.
Because like, oh, you get this weird voyeur bullshit about watching these girls have a slumber party, but also actually you cannot watch them if you want to play the game and win.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, it's like there's actual like cutscenes with like dialogue happening. Oh, but if I don't go over to where the evil creepy men are coming in, I lose.
So it's like you literally cannot watch the game. And it's weird. It's just very weird.
There's something about that game that is better than I was expecting.
No?
Just because I was playing, I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of pretty enjoyable. Like, it's better than I was expecting, because I was expecting, like, sewer shark level terribleness. But, like, the idea of the game is actually surprisingly interesting.
No, it's a neat game mechanically. Like, it's just...
It's a 92 FMV game.
It's also very much at odds with itself. In what it wants you to do. That said, NARC is a fucking experience, and I am super looking forward to that.
Yep. Also, I'm just very happy that I was able to find a button in RetroArch that makes it so that the mouse always faces out the window. Because we have a couple light gun games today.
Oh, good.
Including one that I can't kind of forget how influential it was.
Howdy.
Hello. Then we got this game. Oh, which reminds me, I probably should turn the side stream on.
It would help.
Great, because I have not played this game in forever.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Carnival, what do you think of the game?
Blazing Chrome or
No, the gacha.
it's nice. It has the best feature from the SMT gacha game, which was the auto dungeon and auto run stuff. So it's like I can just click. It minimized the amount of time I need to click, so it's good.
Yeah, it helped that I bumbled my way into a character with really good AoE, so I just bumped her up, and she just cleans up every dungeon. God, I'm
So-
fucking looking forward to NARC.
Yep. But so, Lolo, w- when's the Blazing Chrome get ranked?
Ugh. Yeah. I mean, really, all we need. I don't know if I want to do. I kind of would want to do hardcore before I would take a look at Blazing Chrome, because I think that's one that it seems to be aping quite a bit. But yeah, Blazing Chrome's gonna be Retro Rhapsody's Super Hydra.
I'm gonna be real. I feel like part of the reason the Super Hydra there was that actual backlash is because it had time to set in. Because it was years old at that point.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Original Hydra was out at that point, and then yeah, because I've seen actually quite a bit of reviews saying that it's like, oh yeah, the game's good, but it just is not fun to play at some points. Which I kind of think was I think a criticism I remember hearing about the other games that they made.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Dry Mashers always had like, hey, there's some neat ideas, and the game's alright in general. It's just got some issues.
Also, it's a it's a very, I don't know if fiddly's the right term, but it's a very minor nitpick of mine, but it's just the way that they try and ape the retro style. They do it in a way that just kind of bugs me in a little way. Like, especially what they're trying to do with like sample rates. Like, it's not like, it sounds like they're trying to go for like the Genesis style of voice sample, but it's not crappy enough. It's not crappy in the same way.
Yeah.
Like,
my issue is visually it is too busy.
Yeah.
Which is not good for my shitty wizard eyes.
And it's like things took. It's like when I was playing like Contra 3 that time that we did that. It's like the worst thing that Contra did was start to make it so that enemies took more than 1 or 2 hits to die.
Yeah, it should not have taken that many hits, and that was actually proven to be a huge problem as they pile on enemies by the end.
Also, I'm pretty sure that the melee does the exact same amount of damage as your normal gun.
Yeah, there's no way to tell, honestly.
Because like there's that desert boss that I was like, I shot it the exact same amount of times like I hit it melee, and it seemed like it took him up the same amount of hits.
But just everything is too long. It just goes on for too long, especially the end game. And that final boss is fucking not. It's inexcusable. Like, it is not okay how long it was.
I like the idea in the visuals of that VR section, but it's like, well, it's you've ruined it because it's taken too long.
It's also weird because the final boss just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, just, oh, suddenly it's the final boss, congrats.
Well, at least you never have to worry. You don't have to worry about Bear being accused of being too kind for knowing the devs.
Yeah.
It turns out when you piss people off enough with weird, questionable game design that it kind of it all hang
Literally,
out.
though, like, one button would have incredibly, like, just massively improved the game.
Yeah, did like RB to do the standard like aim 2,
or like LB in this case,
LB, yeah, an LB to, you know, hold position.
You can hold position, but there is no angle lock, and that is not acceptable.
Well, that's what I meant. Like the
yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Like, it is unacceptable.
I'm trying to think. There was a There's like a Contra like that. I'm trying to think that had that, and it was like really good. Like, forgot which one it was.
Doesn't Metal Slug count as a Contra like, or is there a bigger difference that I'm not?
It does. It is 100%. Like, yeah, it's the Contra like.
It's like I remember seeing a comment, I forgot who it was, but it was like, okay, we're at, you know, just like Metroidvania is its own genre, Contra Slug should be its own genre.
Contra Clone, yeah. Well, I guess we try to strip the clone thing eventually, but yeah, it's a Contra clone. It's like how every FPS was a Doom clone. That's it. Metal Slug is really fucking good. Quarter Munchie is shit, but real good.
I never actually played a whole lot of those. Like,
Same. I haven't played a single one.
We
It's like,
should
Same.
co-op some of them at some point.
because it's like I've played a lot of, like, I've played them, but it's not like it's not like I've played them the same way I've played Contra games.
Actually, I wonder how many points I have. It's like part of me wants to make you play Metal Slug, because, oh, Metal Slug is so good.
So it's got
well, no. Say one of the later games so you can backport a bunch in.
I mean, no, because that's shitty to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say also, I don't know if I'd want to do an episode in which is entirely Metal Slug because, at least from what I've played of them, I know that there's differences between the game, but they're more samey from sequel to sequel than, say, Contra was. And then it's just like 3 hours of just playing the exact same game.
Legit, I'd say there are certain ones that are worth seeing through to the end, but yeah, I can agree. They're a lot more homogenous mechanically.
But yeah,
Like, the various
The
games have
SDK,
different
right?
status effect items, but overall, yeah.
it's like it's just that's one of those games that's just it's like, oh, I'm surprised I haven't done that yet.
You really should. It's
It's
such
like-
a good series.
It's like a lot of the Williams arcade. Like I was, because one of the games that I was going to do with this episode was Smash TV, which reminded me, I'm like, I haven't done Robotron yet. And technically Gauntlet's not on this list either.
Yeah, when are we fucking doing Dark Legacy so I can bash your skull in? And by bash your skull in, I mean mistakenly release Death and then have him kill everyone.
I was going to say, it's like, once we figure out how to have Parsec act reliably with 2 people, much less 4.
I mean, I feel like net play would probably be more reliable, like,
Yeah,
Dolphins.
Dolphin.
net play.
Hey, that's how we also do the Mario Party episode. God.
No, actually.
No. It was
No,
a joke.
I mean, I would love to do that. I would fucking love a Mario Party episode, but no, it's N64 emulation is a fucking nightmare.
Oh, you're right. Parsec, that is the great. Oh dear.
All right. Oh, also, it's interesting because now I gotta think about how I just kind of realized, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be one of the first episodes in which I just straight up upload the stream to YouTube instead of editing it because
There's this dark part of me that wants to stream Mario Party 7 at some point, co-op. But like net play.
yeah, it's
You know
like
my Lolo.
we have these. Is that the one with the hell song? In the
It's the one with the hell song.
Okay. All right. So, hello, and yeah. So we got 3 themes clashing together this month, and one of them being kind of interesting because it is controversial games. We kind of touched on that last week with taking a look at the games that blatantly cloned each other. This were kind of more on the more conventional version of controversy, in that taking a look at some games that were, in fact, controversial. There was one that I kind of wanted to start with, but I can't seem to get it to work, probably because it came out in the 70s. The first kind of game that kind of got some notoriety, and I can't remember if it's based on the movie or there was a movie based on it. I believe it was 1979. There was a game that came out called Death Race. That was based on I want to say it was based on the movie Death Race, which is basically you're a car and your goal is to run over as many people as possible. People didn't like that. There was also another funny, controversial game that actually I wonder if I can, because I have my stream picture up, that I do kind of want to talk about. But there's no way that I can show it off gameplay wise, but that's not the thing about that got it that was controversial about it. It was the controller, actually. So you kind of know like there's jokes about, say, how you control a lot of arcade video games. Like, what's the main control method?
Is it a penis?
Kinda. It's a joystick, which people kind of joke.
Is it a joystick?
Yeah. It's kind of the thing that's like, oh, hey, it's funny. It's like you're holding a dick or something. Atari actually kind of was like, that's not fair if we're all doing joysticks. That's not fair representation. So
no,
we're gonna come out with a game that kind of bounces out. Where the hell's my thing? That's
awesome, man. It's sure a shame that tonight didn't have also Doom and Mortal Kombat.
Well, Mortal Kombat's tomorrow. I have to do an episode devoted to Mortal Kombat because of just all the stuff that entailed. So yeah,
look, I'm just
here's this game that's called Gotcha. Oop, that's not it.
I just look forward to whenever you do the Doom episode because that's going to be fun.
Okay, so let's take a look at... So here is Gotcha right here.
And do Doom 64. Yeah! The titty.
Yeah. They shaped it like breasts.
Except it looks terrible.
It does. But I felt, if we're talking about controversial game, we're remiss to kind of not bring that up.
Boobs as designed by someone who's never seen a boob.
Okay. Well, I guess that kind of brings us to our actual first game that we're taking a look at. Yeah, that was a commercial game.
Yeah, you see, Gotcha is short for Gachapon.
Yes, we're just gonna talk about the.
You rub the titty and a ball falls out.
All right. So, I mean, the most controversial the most kind of, I guess, common controversy is violence in video games. And one of the first kind of games to be notorious for its violence was a kind of obscure arcade game.
An amazing arcade game.
That's not quite it, because we got to
I know,
this
I'm
first.
sad. Oh god, this stupid thing.
Okay, so yeah, this is Chiller. It's by a American company by the name of Rhapsody. That actually was the same company that produced Death Race.
This explains a lot.
But yeah, Chiller is a Lycon game. Let's press the start button to continue. Oop. Okay. Mouse. Okay. So this game's weird. Let me just start it up and that. What kind of what?
Man,
I do not remember this. Wait, what? I don't remember this.
Is this an attract
let's
screen?
start. I guess.
Time foregone.
Okay, so the goal of each level is to shoot as many. So this is basically like think of it like a funhouse shooting gallery. Except you'll see the kind of funhouse it kind of is.
I already do, and it looks pretty lame.
Yeah. Yeah, the goal is to shoot as many things as possible.
There's a Dracula on the upper right. No, you missed it.
And you can do, like, things like you can shoot that thing, you can crush that guy's skull, you can shoot the dog.
Why?
Man. This is like just a really lame, edgy toy box.
That's Edgelord's
Yeah.
Funhouse. No, it's not game.
Ectoplasmic tabulator, really?
Yes.
Is this when we go to the slots?
Nope, we gotta go to the next level.
No, do you need to shoot enough shit for it to open up the final thing?
So that thing is, If you shoot like the special, like, oh hey, these are special things, you will get. I believe that's when the slot machine show up.
God, this is so dumb and edgy.
Oh, also, I guess they'll point out. Oh.
Man, I just really appreciate how much the internet has just made us numb to this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this came out in '86, so this would have been like a thing.
Yeah, this is okay, whatever.
Seen worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Internet and modern video games getting super fucking violent.
I just mean current events.
I mean, I guess, but eh.
So this.
Like, straight up, no, I don't understand how this could seem even worse than, like, say... When did you say this game came out? Okay, it came out 1986, so... hadn't First Blood come out by that point?
First Blood? Like the Rambo?
Rambo.
I think it would be around the same time.
And I know Bonnie and Clyde would have been out by now, so... There have been much worse movies that had been out for years at this point, so...
Well, I think that there's stuff like, I think the Death Wish movies would have been out at this point.
Also, First Blood was 82.
Oh,
Way worse movies.
I was just saying,
out by this point.
there's like Romero stuff would have been out by this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a lot of.
And
To be fair,
thanks,
there's
no.
also the
Fine.
sharp difference between video games and movies as a medium.
Yeah, also
Yeah.
you're doing the shooting.
Yeah, it's the interactivity thing that got people riled up.
Also, I would be remiss to do this stage without showing off a stupid Easter egg.
Show me the Easter egg. Nice! Titty!
Of course.
I love
Of
titty.
course.
Oh, now
So-
you got rid of the titty.
So the thing is that actually there's an NES port of this game.
Really?
Yeah, and it tries to do the same like level of gore, but not quite, obviously, because it's an NES game. Also, the weird thing is that it reverses the levels.
God, this is so fucking lame.
Yeah, this is...
I'm at least glad that you censored the titty, though.
If that's what you
Coward.
want to call it. Also, I don't know why the thing says big.
I'm sure it's a dev thing.
No, you see, it's a vision to the future.
No, it was actually themselves. Or actually, I think it was Color Dreams that did the publishing for that. It was unlicensed, obviously. Yeah, Tengen was Atari. So yeah, now that you do that, you just everything again. If you want to,
Oh.
for some
Why?
reason. We're not
But
going
why
to.
would you? Because this game is incredibly lame.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
Tia, that was just a joke that didn't get... that was the joke, but no, he was nowhere near that game.
Okay, so this is on the Dex list.
I think you would have been a kid when this
Also-
came out.
Okay.
Oh god, I'd be putting this, like,
Oh, whoops.
orange, yellow...
I'd put
It's
it in red.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's red territory.
Yeah, that's not.
It's not...
It's not just that it's not good, it's really, really lame. Like, it's trying to be this super edgy toy box slash gun game, but it's just tries so hard, and it's just so lame.
Again, I don't know where I'd put it, because it's like... I'd probably play it over E.T., but that's like...
I mean, I would
Oh,
rather
yeah.
play Guts over this. I
would actually rather play...
would honestly almost rather play the Black Bass.
I would... After playing the last stage of Quest of Key, I would probably still play this over Quest of Key.
Okay, then what about Topple Zip?
I would put it below Topple Zip, though.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
because it's not just that it's bad, it's just, it tries too
Oh,
hard.
edgy.
It's so edgy.
Out the edge.
Like, I hope you didn't cut yourself on all that edge, Lolo.
Nope. Okay, let's see.
God, this song's so good.
Also,
Yes.
I guess technically it's supposed to be spooky.
Nilden's right, it's worse than bad, it's boring.
Yeah,
Wait, I thought we had an edgy mood tone.
oh, we do. That's right.
That's gonna be really some use tonight.
I mean, I guess,
Not. I think this one's probably the only one that it counts.
yeah, not as much as you think.
I know I have it. There it is.
Like, there's a certain earnestness to the next couple games.
Yeah.
And I guess technically it's balanced.
Yeah, it's balanced.
Also, Gore Plus. Also technically.
And some photosensitivity.
And photosensitivity. Alright. So what do we dislike about this game?
Everything.
Edginess.
But let's still say
yeah, just put hate charm.
Yeah, that.
I think this
And
is,
how about hate charm
one
and
of-
dislike everything else?
yes, pretty much. Like, this is one of the few times where we're actually able to use charm in a negative fashion.
yeah.
I'm relishing this moment.
Alright, well that's chiller.
Well,
So,
yeah, is there a charm for boredom?
yes, actually.
You should put that next to everything.
There.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah,
so-
bland. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that's enough of that. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's move on to something. I don't know if this game was so much as controversial as it was just. I don't think I mean this game had to have made some waves, but I don't remember.
Pretty sure this
being-
game was known for its violence.
Its violence and its subject matter. Boy howdy is this game a thing. You know what I kind of realized the one thing I would love most of all is a game or a movie based on this game done by the same guy who did RoboCop.
That would be amazing.
Because I believe that RoboCop would get that guy would know the exact amount of like the exact amount of straight facedness to put into this next game. Because this game does not take itself seriously at all, and it is a thing for it.
You say that, but also, we'll see.
Right? We'll see it. Because yes.
Tasty game.
Tasty Midway Williams loading thing. So a slight bit of humming.
Okay,
So
Time Trip.
also highest narcs is a good way to describe this.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Do you not notice the one that was 69, 69, 69?
I did not, actually. Oh, right, this MAME, so I don't have rewind. Damn. Also, it's a Williams game, so expect some flashing lights.
Feels so good.
Okay, so yes, this is... Let's see, it's going to go into a track screen now. We got to see a little bit of the game. Okay.
Also,
is-
Time Trip. This game isn't a thing. It is an experience.
Yeah, so this is NARC. Produced in '88. Last year of the Reagan administration, which I feel is worth pointing out.
It's very fitting, yeah.
So you get the exact time frame in which this game is like the only time that this game could ever come out. So yes.
Except for when remaking now.
God.
So the remake is nothing like it.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go deal with this guy. Okay, so NARC. It is a one of these kind of games. So, whoops. Get my buttons. Okay. So you have a main gun.
I love Hotline Miami.
You can crouch. You can jump. You also have a rocket launcher. If you go... Oh, also you collect coke. Also, if you go up to someone, you can bust them for extra points. Or you can just shoot. These guys don't know how to crouch yet.
Hold on, sure.
Also, I still love that that initial image just because I always think that stupid fucking Photoshop he made.
Yes. Give him that grandma candy.
Hey, look, it got those kids to not talk to the cops, and that's what
Yes.
matters.
The dice hate
Oh, by
me.
the way, should I actually start using my grenade rocket launcher?
Yes, just fucking slaughter. These are drug users. Their lives are forfeit.
They have managed to clone themselves several thousand times, though, so...
No, that's what drugs do to you.
yes.
You're busted.
Oh, by the way, you do have an ammo count, which, if you run out, all it does is make your gun shoot a lot slower, which is kind of annoying.
You're busted.
Okay, but you're busted.
Oops.
You're busted.
Alright.
Get all these drugs we're now gonna sell.
What do you mean? They're only going to sell about a third of them.
Also,
The rest is going into storage.
Dr. Spike Rush is a good name. Also, this song's really good. By the way, I
God,
should
your
mention
cars.
Oh, God. Oh, by the way, Eugene's Nightclub. This game was developed by, was it Eugene? Why am I forgetting his name? It's Eugene Jarvis. He was responsible for Robotron. He was responsible for Smash TV. He's also responsible for the modern arcade developer Raw Thrills.
You're busted.
Why is this man purple?
It's what the drugs do.
No, I see, okay.
Again, it's like that illegal. It's like that special combination of LSD and weed.
Okay, but did you see the name of this
Also-
place?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Other
by the way,
stuff.
you can't kill the dogs. They just kind of
That is my favorite part of this game, is you don't kill dogs, they just get smaller and run away.
You see, clearly the dogs are just victims. Not like these people here. They clearly were not orchestrated in any way to take part in this.
Yeah, they were in full control of their actions and what they did.
Putting these giant beakers in here.
Look, the
Nice.
beakers are for the aesthetic. Later, loser.
Also, I'm gonna go ahead and do something that makes this game a lot more enjoyable. Also, Joe Dumpster, who is obviously a PCP addict.
That's exactly what PCP addicts look like.
Whoops.
Why whoops?
Because I didn't want to blow up the Porsche.
He was in the way.
Well, I could ride
Oh
it.
please! It's not like they won't just buy a new one. That's what that Silver Forge for sure is for.
Yes. If the car didn't want to get blown up, it shouldn't have been doing drugs.
Whoops.
Why did you jump out, you fucking
Because I
idiot?
forgot the wrong button. Oh.
Well,
Wow, nice job. God, this game sucks.
It sucks, but it's a fascinating... Oh, those are mine. It's not power-ups.
It sucks, but it's funny.
Yeah, that's the important thing. This is at least enjoyably bad.
Like, as I said, this game... Also, I love your just lovely strut.
Okay, what's the...
It's like, you're
there's the
fucking
button.
happy to be a cop. Just every day, it's a good day to be a cop.
Oh, also these guys.
Clowns.
Not just clowns. They have a special name, which we'll find next level.
Murder clowns?
Even better. I don't want to give it away because it's really good.
Just look at that strut. That is the strut of a man who loves to kill pores.
Oh, by the way, our the main characters' names are Max Force and Hitman.
Wow, that's a bit
On
too
the
much
nose?
self-awareness for the 80s.
Yeah, but they were supposed to be cool, is the thing.
Still, that's a bit too much self-awareness for the 80s.
Oops. Oh, no.
Got the dancing feet. Why do you suck so much at driving cars?
Because they put the dumpsters like 2 feet in front of the car. Oh, there's another one. Or not.
I love the dog barking in the background. Just always.
Yeah,
God damn
it's
it.
real good.
You're busted.
You're busted.
Also, I appreciate this game starting the grand midway tradition of people having 7,000 femurs in their body.
What, you don't have 7,000 femurs in your body?
I was gonna say, you don't have, like, redundant parts.
Are you even human?
Like, my body has too much thyroid, and that's a problem.
I think it's a bit of a problem if you also have too many ribs. You really should only have one
I
rib
mean-
cage.
I knew a lady who had 3 kidneys, so she was doing fine.
Wait. Did I just run over someone from that helicopter?
Yes.
I think,
Yeah.
yes.
Why are there so many dumpsters on this bridge?
Don't know.
Because it's a shithole. Everyone knows that this is what the pores and drug addicts do to their bridges.
Just put a whole bunch of identical dumpsters on it. Okay, come on.
This level's kind of going on a bit long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this has been
Oh, there it
really...
is.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go.
So here's our clown friend, Kinky Pinky.
Yup. Kinky Pinky.
Yeah, we got Defend the Strippers.
From...
Kinky Pinky.
Alien.
It's
Well, I meant these guys, but...
These guys, I
I
forgot
see.
what their names are.
see, they've really become a police. Now really are policemen now.
Oh. At least Mr. Pinky gave me back that, that's back the sex worker. God damn it.
Kinky Pinky, give me that stripper.
Oh, that shot.
I'm sorry, what? God, this game is a gift.
Oh.
This game is a fucking gift that keeps on giving.
Also, I hope you like teleporter mazes.
Adult books. What are these now?
Insects, funnily enough, are one of the sorry, not insects. Bees are one of the few insects that can actually suffer the effects of alcohol.
I was gonna say, it's like that, it's that video that I remember watching all the time ago of the spiders that they're given various drugs, although half of them are more for fun.
Yes, in which bees, if they don't actually stop going towards the alcohol source, or then have their legs stripped off of them by the others in the hive.
Ah, alcoholic bees.
Sergeant Skywalker.
Let's go.
I love Solid Snake.
Buds bus.
I do love your super shitty radar up top.
It's really good. And Tyrion, yes, depends on which drugs, but there are plenty of insects that will deal drugs in horrible ways, sometimes using them as suicide bombs.
Man, I hate that just seeing this guy, this character just makes me think of Biker from Hotline Miami.
Are we sure it's not supposed to be the same person?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was inspired by this character.
Yeah. Shame about Hotline Miami too.
Yeah.
Hey, where the hell's that green card?
Probably on the other side of the room.
There it is. Oh, by the way, I should have mentioned, I think I was starting to mention, but I forgot. The music in this game was composed by Brian L. Schmidt, who was the guy who also composed Black Knight 2000.
Okay, that explains the sound.
Because it's also...
Like, I was just waiting for it to start breaking out into, like, the vocal bit.
Oh, the ganja bonus.
The ganja bonus.
We got it.
But as I said, like, I keep expecting to really just kick up and the vocals to kick in. And for the Black Knight to tell me how he's gonna take my money.
Man, if only there was an actual, like, also a hotel snob. If there's only an actual, like, arcade around me, or pinball place, because I am kind of curious how that new Black Knight arcade, or new Black Knight table is. Because in the year of our Lord, 2019, there's a new Black Knight table. Oh, hey.
Amazing.
Wait, did you just fuck up an ATM?
Yes.
He sure did.
Why does it only pick them up one at a time?
I don't know.
Because our man's hands are full.
Of cocaine. And guns. And weaponized cocaine.
No, back at the crack.
I mean, of course, we're the police. We're just the legalized weapon force of the country.
So that's the weird thing, is we're going after the rich man for drug distribution.
I know. This is how we know it's a video game and not real life.
Yeah.
It's because we're the cop who breaks the rules.
Yeah, we literally blow people up on the street. Yeah, so yeah. Yep.
I love Midway so much.
Yeah, this game is... I love this game so very much.
Also, I'm going to do one
It's
other thing.
entertaining.
It's like, it's a special kind of bad.
Because I can't remember, I think there is a thing where it now starts to checkpoint us on death, which I don't want to deal with.
Like you know it's bad, I know it's bad, but also it just puts this really stupid smile on your face seeing what a pile of shit it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is not the same Mr. Big as Streets of Rage, because he's also much more horrifying in this game.
Oh, so it's Mr. Big from Art of Fighting. We were in a wheelchair, apparently.
God, this game is so good. I will never not
So-
love that fucking strut.
So there was actually, I mean, this game got ported out a lot of places, as to be expected of an 80s arcade game. So one of the more common ports of this was actually to the NES by Rare.
They also got a beautiful remake.
So unfortunately, that is nothing like this game.
Unfortunately.
Because
Like, is it a good remake or is it?
No. It is
Very bad.
it is the Xbox PS2 era in which we can't have fun anymore.
No.
No, is that the one where the drugs give you superpowers?
Yes.
It's the one where
Yes.
you can take the drugs.
Yeah, where you take the drugs and they give you superpowers. Like, I think, what is it, Quaaludes gives you fucking weapon zoom?
I was to say I can't
Yeah.
remember. I can't remember.
It's so bad.
Also,
Sure,
time
you
for the
can
final
sell
boss.
drugs, but there's no incentive to.
What the?
By the way, this is
Drugs and fuck-
this is a Williams boss. Same people who made Smash TV.
Mr.
God,
Big
this game is so good.
been fucked up by his own product.
This is why you don't get high on your own supply, kids.
Still
I
have
mean,
5
did
million
you
rib
just-
cages.
And then you just cut into your own product at that point. So of course.
And turn to a wasp.
Oh, we're so close to the end, and I am so excited.
All right, time for the best screen in video games ever made.
It's so good!
Oh, that's right. We got the bonus room.
We gotta take all the drug money.
I have heard of Midnight Resistance. I've never played it though.
Ah, I see. It's time to devalue the gold because of how much we have here.
I guess.
To be fair, gold value in and of itself is very arbitrary.
Yes,
Alright.
but it was all value.
So we have gotta wait for our points to go down.
Just shh. Just let it happen.
See this wonderful piece of art.
An extreme amount. Yes, because gold is super heavy.
It's very dense, if you would.
This game's
Yeah! Contact your local DEA recruiter!
You're
Nice.
busted.
It's so good. This is what I mean by, like, it has a certain weird earnestness to it, though.
You're busted.
See?
Oh, I
69,
guess.
69, 96.
All right.
You're busted.
Okay, so yes, that was.
That was hard.
Also, this music is great.
You're busted.
This game is
Okay.
a fucking trip.
Okay, so that was NARC. You know what? I think we kind of just have to have this on. Rank this. Okay, so that belongs in the resist list. I'm gonna scroll down a bit.
Yeah, like this is fun to watch.
You
but
could just
it's
put on, like, the Black
boring.
Knight 2000 theme instead. Because this just makes me want to listen to that instead. Just listen to how it starts. It sounds exactly like that other one.
All right. So, NARC.
I don't know where to put it. I feel like
As a game,
probably-
it is a terrible game.
yeah.
Oh, it
It is fascinating to watch.
Dog shit. I would personally rather play Jersey Devil.
Yeah, that's about what I'm saying.
I think it's going in the orange.
I don't know. It's like I probably would play the original Strider over it, but
Yeah, I'm thinking probably like maybe below Bob.
Yeah, it sounds fun to me.
Give me your money.
The vocals are so good.
Yeah, it's a shame that I suck ass at pinball because I would have.
Same.
wasn't there Black Knight Cabot and Bad
Yes, that was a lot. The first time I played this game, and I lasted all of about 2 minutes.
Look, as someone who also likes pinball but is dog shit at it, I fucking feel you, my dude.
Okay, and that's what to even call the tone of this one.
Silly.
80s.
Yeah, actually, you know what? 80s. Right. I forgot I had the perfect tone for this game.
Experience. This game's a real fucker.
Yeah, that's expert. I think there's one thing I think we kind of have to do.
Yeah, it's a treat.
Also,
I would say, like music. The music's really good.
the music's really good. Dislike general gameplay, and it's cheesy.
This is my favorite song from the game.
Anything else?
For notes, you might want to put a photophobia warning.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right, it's a Williams game. Let me go ahead and make sure that I have this.
I love
When I
this song from the game. It's so.
Yes.
I joke, but the man has a fucking sound, and everything he's
I was
worked
gonna
on
say,
has that
I was
fucking
saying,
sound.
I mean, remember Crewball?
Yeah, exactly.
He
That's
also
what I
did
mean,
that.
though. You know when the man's worked on something.
Yeah. Alright. So, that was NARC.
What
So
a
now-
good fucking game.
So now to move on to a game that... So, if we're talking controversy, especially with violent video games, there is a very key moment that I feel is worth mentioning. And that is back in around 1994, when games like Mortal Kombat and the games we're going to take a look at next came out. It actually got so to the point where the senators Herb Cole of Wisconsin and Joe Lieberman of Connecticut, I think, or is he New Hampshire?
Wait, the same Joe
Yes,
Lieberman as...
yes, that Joe Lieberman. I forgot
It was Connecticut.
Oh, it was Connecticut. So brought these games up to Congress in 1994 to talk about like, oh, how violent because the ESRB had not come out or not been a thing at this point. Companies had kind of realized that they're going to need to do something at some point, but with graphical upgrades, it's like, oh, these games are now becoming more prevalent. So there were 3 games that were brought up specifically as like milestones, I guess.
Real quick, also, yeah, some had made their own systems, but very few. And overall, yeah, there was no real sort of like overall governing body or anything. Everyone
Right.
just did their own thing.
Right. So, because I know Sega had their own thing. I believe there's, I know like Wolfenstein 3D, I remember having something. But
like some of them had like content warnings,
right.
or like don't have minors play this.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say because I think my copy of Snatcher has an ESRB. No, that's an ESRB rating. Because I'm trying to think, I have. No, it's Eternal Champions that I have that on the Sega CD that has a. Actually, one second. Let me get that real quick.
As this shit got more realistic, people started stepping up, saying, "Hey, shit's fucked up. It's corrupting the youth. It's not okay. It's gonna make them killers." Yeah,
Same as it ever was.
Okay, my bad. Eternal Champions did have a straight up ESRB rating, but my copy, I got a copy of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Eye of the Beholder for the Sega CD, and that has a rated by the VRC on it, GA, appropriate for all ages. Of course, there's a sticker where over the. Great, there's a sticker right where the I think the rating is.
But yeah, there was no real requirement. Granted, there's still technically no requirement, but
yes. So, yeah. Tipper Gore was also involved heavily in this somewhere, and I know that she was involved. I forgot to what extent, but there were 3 games that were brought up specifically. One of them being Mortal Kombat, which we're not taking a look at tonight because that's tomorrow. And
Mortal Kombat has to be experienced in earnest in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also these next 2 games that we're taking a look at, which I kind of forgot how influential this next game we're taking a look at is. Because it's like, now that I see this, I'm like, oh wait, this kind of like dictated how like every like gun arcade game came out after this would be for quite a while if it wasn't that's not if it's not something like Point Blank. But yeah, this one was kind of important. But yes, it was one of the first use. It wasn't the first use of because one of the things that was really brought up was the fact that now that graphical like fidelity has become to the point where people were taking like the photograph sprite kind of thing. I forgot what the exact term is, but I think of like Mortal Kombat where they just take pictures of people and use those as sprites. Was becoming more prevalent, so it's like, oh, you're actually shooting real people, or you're hurting real people, which was kind of a thing. And this game was like one of the big pioneers behind that. Okay, so, wrong one. Okay. I never noticed those names before. Oh wow, I never took a look at those names. Okay, so this is Lethal Enforcers. Oh, I guess it's 92. I thought it was 1990.
This game sucks.
Kinda. Yeah. So, this is a light gun game, as you can see. Also, that's a really good credit noise. Okay. So basically, the story is you are a cop. That's about it. And
How to shoot all the innocents.
also listen for the really good voice clips. Ooh.
And there's a lot of these guys.
This is I believe this is the first game to introduce the thing of introduce the whole idea of shoot the bottom of the screen in order to reload. Oh damn it! Oh.
It's pretty lame, honestly.
Yeah, this is a game
this
where
is,
you really need to actually be playing it.
Well, notice that it's a pretty bog standard light gun game.
Yeah, but
Nothing special here.
I was gonna say it's the first of its kind, I would say.
I mean, I'll give it that, but also at the end of the day, it's still nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
Man, how many people did they smuggle into this bank?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think there are more, like, people robbing the bank than there are people actually in the bank.
Nothing but robbers.
Actually, can you shoot that bell? Fire alarm up top. Given that it stands out for some weird reason.
Yep.
Yeah, because the quality of these images is not good. I mean, for obvious reasons.
Also, one thing that I kind of think about, this is a Konami game. So it's a Japanese developed game.
Man, remember when they made video games?
So like
No.
there are very few like actual Japanese actors in this game. So it's like, did they just get all the... I don't know if this was the point where how many like expats were in the country at this point.
And to be fair, you don't know how much they're dressed up, especially with the quality of image we're looking at here.
Nobody driving this car.
Also, how many people are in this car?
Yeah, I like this little clown car you're following along with.
God damn it.
So, like, where are you?
Apparently
no idea.
running on the sidewalk.
You are the super cop.
So, what I think is funny about this game in particular... Oh, wow. You can tell exactly where the sprites come together.
Yeah, that's...
So, what I think is the funniest kind of a reference that this game got is, So, in Parodius 3, there's a level that is devoted to this game. It's the speed stage. There's a whole bunch of, like, targets. And also, if you're playing the PlayStation version, there is, actual two... So, when this game came to consoles, Konami included their own special light gun with it, called the Justifier. And they were like... They looked like revolvers. They were like pink and blue. Oh. Oh.
Look, the Justifier was great. Not because it was good, but because it wasn't. The most important things were it worked with Snatcher and it netted you a weapon in Silent Hill. It's really all you need to care about, if I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, to answer you, Tyrion, no, it was not justified.
Nice.
Very
God,
nice.
Snatcher is such a good game. Also nice.
Sergeant.
Man, now I just want to see you do a playthrough of Snatcher. Fuck. Fucking love that game.
I mean, Christmas is coming.
It's true, it is the perfect Christmas game. God, it's so good. Also a big fan of Pressure of Tension.
Excellent.
Okay, so this is Lethal
Damn, is it
Enforcers.
time to fuck up the triad? Holy shit. So once again, this is one of those things that works better with the actual.
Oh. All right, this is Lethal Enforcers. I think we've seen enough.
Yeah, we saw the loop in the first
Yeah.
level. It's not gonna improve.
Yeah. All right. Oh, right. Oh, come on. Back my mouse. Okay. Okay. So that goes in the next category. Because the thing is, it's like, it's like, because Area 88, I think, is the closest thing we have to this kind of light gun game.
I mean, there was a light gun game you did way early on, but yeah.
So which one were you thinking?
Isn't it around the top, actually? That was high up. Point Blank.
Oh, Point Blank. Wait, where is...
Number
Oh, it's
8, dude.
there. Oh, okay.
You
Oh, 'cause
literally kept
yeah.
mousing around it.
Yeah.
But no, Point Blank is infinitely better than this.
Yeah, Point Blank is infinitely better. I would kind of give it a different style because there's like all the different modes.
True, it's more like a shooting gallery type deal than this, but yeah.
It's also fun.
Yeah, it is fun. This game is boring. Like, that is
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
problem.
Like, this is yellow at best, and even then I think it goes down, like, low orange.
I'd say,
Red.
Well, I don't think it's red.
no, it's not red.
Like, I mean,
I
we
would
have
rather play Marble Madness, definitely.
Nah.
No, I would definitely play Marble Madness over this. This is just boring. Marble Madness is at least rage-inducing.
It's... Yeah, I mean... Okay, here's the thing. Even Wild Gunman is actually more interesting, I'd say, than this.
Okay, yeah, California Games 2 or this.
I would probably say this over California Games 2. Because California 2 is...
San Francisco.
San Francisco, well... San Francisco Rush is a more... think of slightly lower rent Daytona, USA.
Okay.
With Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I don't know. I would at least say above California Games 2, but that's about the farthest I'll go.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot for it.
It's not even outright bad, it's just boring. It's a perfectly functional light gun game, but that's about the nicest thing I can say about it.
This was 1992.
Like, it has no...
Oh, wrong one.
You put it in the wrong slot. It has no, like, charm or personality to it other than cop.
Other than, it's photo sprites.
Yeah. Whereas, like, NARC had that sheer fucking insanity going at all times.
Yeah. Okay. So...
Dislike oatmeal.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The music's okay.
Yeah, I can't really shit on the art, because it's just...
What art?
I would say it's the compression you kind of had to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's limits. There were limits. So, I mean, I can't even go. But no, it's...
Alright. So, and that's fine. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, that is Lethal Enforcers.
Okay, good. I was gonna say it would be like the perfect gatekeeper for Orange at the moment, and bam, just right in Orange.
That's where it is. Alright, so this game.
This game isn't terrible.
So this game is interesting in that it was... I don't know if it was a not system seller, but it was like meant to be one of the killer apps, I think, for the Sega CD. And this game had a little bit of notoriety because also it had actress of different crap, I always forget what. It's either Different Strokes or Silver Spoon or The Facts of Life. I think it was just Different Strokes, but it had Dana Plato in it.
I know.
Who was a actress who was famous from a sitcom, although at this point in her life she was dealing with some issues. Different strokes.
Since her
That's
being
what it
this.
was. Yeah, kinda. So I'm not going to do the original Sega CD release of this because this actually came out on computers relatively recently.
Arrested for forging a prescription for Valium.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, so let me load this up.
Then died of an overdose of a painkiller.
Yep.
Nice.
Yikes.
That'll also do it.
Whoops. Let's see, is it gonna... Okay, good.
And yeah, Screaming Villains are the ones who did the recent re-release.
I'm gonna turn this down a little bit.
Man, that sure is a name.
Digital.
Yeah, this was another one of those big ones that was brought up at the congressional hearing.
Yep.
I mean, in the end, it was all bluster and amounted to nothing because there was a formation of the ESRB by the game companies because they didn't want to be regulated.
Okay, so let me turn this down just a smidge.
I mean, it's basically it was the same thing the movie companies did once Hays Code was taken down.
Yeah, it's why you can see a lot of bias in certain ratings.
Hold on, let me, Okay, I think I need to turn it up just a smidge. Okay. Okay, so... Night Trap. Let's take a look at the instructions.
This is a game that is at odds with itself.
So, 5 teenagers have disappeared in the vicinity of a lakeshore winery of Mr. and Mrs. Victor Martin. Scat Undercover Intelligence has determined that the teenagers are reported missing after spending the night at an invited guest of the Martins' house. Control the hidden cameras and traps that have been routed through your controller, which, by the way, this is in the era, very heavily in the era of FMV, so this was a perfect kind of game for it. Use it to protect Kelly and the other teenagers from any dangers inside the house. Switch cameras from room to room to follow the teenagers and look for any danger. Use the traps as necessary to capture anyone or anything that may endanger the teenagers. Make sure you don't capture any of the teenagers or members of the SCAT team.
Okay, this seems like a really interesting idea, but it's going to
I can't believe this game ripped off Five Nights at Freddy's.
Use the D-pad or the mouse to highlight the room you which to view. So if you're playing on the original, you're using the D-pad on the Sega controller to switch between the cameras. Use X or left click to switch the camera location that is highlighted. So, yeah. O or right click to trigger trap. So, I think I'll listen here. Make sure the trap center meter is in the red zone before you try and trigger the trap. If you try to trigger a trap when the meters are not red, the trap will not work. So basically, it is a kind of a wild gunman kind of thing of when you see it's red, make sure to click it. Intelligence showed that the Martins regularly... So this is the thing that confused me the first time I played this. Intelligence showed that the Martins regularly change the access color codes as a safety precaution. If they change the code, you lose control of the traps until you enter the correct code. You have to listen carefully to the conversations between any of the Martins to hear when they change the code and to what new color. When you begin, the access code is set to blue, giving you full control of the traps. If someone inside the house indicates they will change the code, wait until they have entered the basement before you enter or changed the same code. Press the left shoulder buttons or left click to access press the shoulder buttons or left click the access code to change the color. Okay. Each trap has a sensor that detects when someone is near the range of the trap, when it goes red, blah, 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 blah. Basically, yeah, it'll only work if it's in red. And the counter indicates how many of the perpetrators you have trapped so far, and how many of you you've actually trapped. The Commander Sins will periodically check in to see if you trapped enough. Missing too many will result in breaking contact. Okay. So, let's start. Oh.
God, that looks terrible.
It does.
Yeah.
Stand by what I said
That'll
before,
be
though.
right.
This is a game that is incredibly at odds with itself. And I'll explain why when we get into the game proper.
Oh no, there's no escape, my sweet little plum.
All right, Mike, I think we've seen enough of that. Wow, it's gotta be the strangest thing I've ever seen. I hear that.
Just got this in last night.
All right, listen up. The students that have been coming up to work the resort on this side of the lake have been disappearing right and left.
Local authorities didn't have a clue until our surveillance teams tapped into the winery house right there and taped everything you just saw.
What about the cameras and the traps?
Probably security.
What?
We suspect they're using the winery house as a cover, and they're getting anyone who stumbles onto their scheme, whatever that is.
Mike. This is Kelly.
A kid?
Come on, isn't she a little young?
She's young. She's one of
That
our
is some
best.
editing.
She'll also be working inside.
Yeah.
And remember, no one goes in until we get the signal from her.
I want to know more about these traps.
I like to see the photograph a
That's
little
one
bit in
thing
the
we've got
background.
going for us.
How's that?
Yeah.
One of our guys put an override on the camera cable unit here in the back hallway.
Which means?
Which means we have complete control of the cameras and the traps.
But who operates that?
They do.
And who's that?
I'm not exactly certain. Special operators.
Yeah, I
in
saw
control.
there's a
We
remaster
gotta
of
work
Corpse
together
Killer
on this
coming
one.
out too.
Any questions?
Let's rock and roll. Do it.
Be careful out there, huh? And you keep your eyes open. We're all depending on you, especially Kelly. She should be there now. I'll switch you over. And good luck.
Right.
Did they add subtitles in the update?
Wait. They got a Steam achievement for that. No, they don't. They did not. Oh,
Well,
So yeah, this game is great because there's a lot that goes on, and this game expects you to watch a lot and keep track of a lot. And these cutscenes happening all the time where shit's happening. But the problem is you cannot really watch any of them if you want to win the game and save everyone. Because you have to constantly be on top of these fuckers who are always moving, and you miss a lot of cutscenes because of it. So it's like, on the one hand, it wants you to do all this voyeur bullshit, but on the other hand, it also will not let you do it.
like how the trapdoor didn't close all the way.
Like, yeah, this is a neat idea. It's just,
We all have to.
I know this is gonna sound super shitty, but Five Nights at Freddy's actually did this concept a lot better.
Yeah, I'll dawn on you if you don't get on.
I've never played it, so I can't really say anything.
Oh, it's still...
What's happening tonight, Dad?
Well, we have to bottle the two. And Sarah's.
Legit though, like, there could be
Yeah.
good ways to do this, but it would be very, very hard. Because the balance is a nightmare.
I'm not so sure.
Please have to go too.
Whoa, 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 what's this? This is...
Oh, Jeffrey.
Oh, apparently the remaster came
Think
with
of the
a
cool
movie
star
version of the
models.
game. Which, you know what? Sounds kind of alright.
Yeah,
But yeah, because you are constantly jumping between these screens to keep track of everything.
yeah.
It was even better with the original because you didn't have these little animated bits you could jump
We're
through.
on our own tonight.
Now, Victor, we can't forget about the poor ogre.
Going on outside. Oh, there you go.
Close the door.
Hi. Megan. Hey.
Okay. Oop. God, I just love this stupid music that ever plays when it. Oop.
I love that horrible waddle they do.
Victor.
Also, I deeply appreciate that, like, none of the cameras you have line up visually, or like according to where everything is in the house.
Yeah.
And I do think this is a fascinating game that does some neat things, but in the end, it is deeply flawed because of the way it works.
Enchanté.
What?
Tu parles français?
That's amazing. We just killed that guy.
We'd all like to thank you very much for.
Let's go down to the lake.
Yes, Victor and I will take care of everything.
Guys, come on.
Oh, Sarah.
Victor and I have to make a visit to the augers tonight. Very actual. Good night, Father.
Good night, darling.
Good night, Sarah.
Have fun. Curious little bunch. Wrong?
Well, there's something about Kelly. Hi, Eddie. Don't want to upset the augers.
Problem is, I bet you there's.
Code from blue to purple.
Don't worry.
Up.
It's all in the fingers.
Good hunting.
Oh crap.
With all your friends.
Crap. How do I? Oh, let's see. Oh, purple. There. Oh, also. What? Hold on one sec.
Jeez, how many?
A lot.
Also, yes, they're singing the theme. It's great.
Yes.
Wait, see, this is more of what I mean. Is now that we're like getting into the nitty gritty of it and seeing like just non-stop attacks from the augurs. Also, it's great because if you look in the lower right, you'll see how much Lolo has actually fucked up, and he's fucked up a lot.
Yeah.
And yes, they're called augurs.
But, like, how many could you miss before it counts as a failure?
Probably until the chief checks in and yells at us.
It sounded routine.
It is an actual nightmare to get far in this game at all.
Weekend. I got plans.
Yeah.
Look, it was your job to protect Kelly and the rest of those girls. But from what I've just seen, the place is being overrun. You've missed way too many of those suckers. Now, until you figure out how to do your job and do it right, you're dismissed. Breaking contact.
Like, this game is incredibly fucking difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Night Trap.
It's a terrible game.
Yeah.
Oop. All right.
I am kind of interested to see, like, how does the actual, like, story play out, honestly?
Also, another reason it's funny, like, how controversial this was, strictly because there's not actually really anything that happens in the game. Like, all that ever happens to the girls is they get collared by the augurs and walked off screen.
Like, yeah, I was like, okay, is there actually anything that happens, or is it just...
Nope.
It's just...
What to do about nothing.
Yep.
Same as it was.
Alright. Would we call this a Dex game, or would we call this an... Actually, you know what? Was this
Experience.
Experience? Yeah.
Yeah, this would definitely go on experience.
Okay, so...
Okay, this or Dragon's Lair.
Not that high.
I know, I'm just saying, like, comparatively, like, this is the closest I can think of on this list to it.
Definitely play Dragon's Lair, because there's only one thing you need to focus on in that game instead of 8.
Okay,
tiny
this or Phantasmagoria. I would put this lower, personally.
Yeah, I'd put this lower.
Because at least you can complete Phantasmagoria.
That is true, although it's kind of a bitch to do so sometimes. Oh, that was the remaster version. I still put it above D, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I would personally put it below D, but that's not something worth fighting.
Yeah, it's just that this game is at least somewhat interesting to play, although whereas D is just a massive slog.
I don't know, at least D gets interesting. This one has a problem of being interesting, but it fights you at every turn.
I can definitely see that. Okay, so this is 123. Came out in 1990. That was by Digital Pictures. For the Sega CD. Let's call it an adventure game.
Yep.
I guess it's trying to be spooky.
I guess, once again, the augurs aren't really threatening, and nothing actually happens. Just the girls get carted off, that's it. Which is, once again, why it's weird that it was so controversial, but you know for a fact that these people never played the games, so...
Yeah. Alright, and I would actually call this expert because it's kind of hard to get through. Is there anything we like/dislike?
To
Who knows? Couldn't see enough of it to figure out. Goes too fast.
I would say
Yeah.
the only thing I think is pretzel, just in the sense of there's way too much to keep track of. Alright, well, with that. So yeah, that was Night Trap. So there's enough games that are controversial for, you know, their content. Well, I mean, these next couple games are kind of controversial for the content, but it's a different kind of controversial. Because we've talked about violence in some more than others, with a little bit of mutilation, I guess. Yeah, let's get on some casual racism.
Punch Out.
Yeah, we got a series of our. So it was great. I was trying to look up, like, okay, what kind of controversy have we talked about? Like, you can do, like, and I'm like, oh, I mean, these older games, like, how bad can they be in terms of, like, you know, I guess, like, sensitivity content? I'll put it like that. And really, the only game that kind of came up that I can actually stream, that really had any kind of bad content are these kind of games that actually are very well loved. So yeah, these are all Nintendo-based games. And most people are familiar, at least for the first one, are familiar with the home ports of this game. But this game this game started out as a series of arcade games. So I loaded up. And there was something interesting about these arcade games. Especially considering what Nintendo would do much later on after they made these games. It's going to take a while to load real quick. Okay. So, this is Punch Out.
Is it only coming in the right channel?
Yes, it is.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why. So in the arcade, like right here we have it side by side, but originally in the arcade it would look something like this.
Okay, but I love the number one.
It's SPM.
No, number one was NOA.
Oh, right. So this is how it would kind of look in the arcade, where you would have your main screen be at the bottom, and then, you know, the actual, like, I guess, score in that would be at the top. We're going to do it like this because it's much easier to see in our current layout.
You know, I'm so glad that this boxing dad didn't become canon.
Well, kind of. There is a skin for Little Mac in Smash that makes him look
the
like this.
face.
All right. So yeah, this is basically, it is a boxing game that you are in the World Video Boxing Association. And it has a very interesting set of boxers.
That's a nice way of putting it.
So let me actually check to see, because I was having some weird things with the controls. So we have 1, 2, 3. So you have a button for both hands, and you also have a special star punch button. That whenever that KO meter at the top gets full, it will you can do special punches. Now, I did not realize this until I actually ran across one of these machines, or a machine of this game at MagFest. The punch buttons, like the normal, it's a normal joystick and like 2 buttons set up normally. The star punch button is this weird plunger style button in the middle of absolutely nowhere that is incredibly hard to use. So this is actually probably a better way of playing it than in the actual arcade. Also, you can get this game on Switch. So let's go and start. Oh, also here. Alright, so our first fight, Guns Glass Joe.
Just the music started playing in my brain, and I hate that it didn't play in this.
I know, right?
Ooh. So yeah, the arcade version is actually kind of a bit more difficult than like the home version. Like, it plays a lot differently than, or like really weird compared to like the home, like the versions that you are probably familiar with.
Mm.
So yeah, you just mash the buttons in order to get back up. Probably because the timing for like the tell is really different. It's like really weird. Like it's a lot longer than you'd imagine. Damn it. That's gotta be a TKO. Okay, let's get a little help.
Yeah, Glass Joe's kicking your ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, Glass Joe. Knock him out. Fight.
Okay.
Right hook, right hook, right. Knock him out. Put him away. Left, right hook, right hook, right hook. Uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. Up, knock him out. Uppercut, uppercut, knock him out. Uppercut, uppercut. He's down to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There we go. Let's do our next fighter. Piston Hurricane.
I hate that the voice is in the left ear and the crowd is in the right.
It's not good.
So yeah, that would have definitely... So, now starting with Piston Hurricane, he's the first character... There's been several Piston characters in Punch-Out, and he was the first one. They all have a very special kind of move in which basically they just do a flurry of punches. Also the fact that you can kind of see through Mac, but it's kind of hard to, like, tell what's going on sometimes.
Well, no, you can see through Mac, but his hair, which you can't see through, is right at fist level.
Yeah.
Okay, who do we got next? Bald Bull. A very mainstay of the series.
But yeah, this also isn't quite as pattern-based as the much better game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a much more closer to trying to be an actual, you know, boxing game, whereas... Let's see if... Damn it. Oh, wow! Okay, so that just... They're just programmed to be an instant kill. Because yeah, Bald Bull's famous move is that he does the bull charge. which you have to punch at just the right time. Here we go. Oh,
Look, I'm just waiting for you to get to the best characters.
okay. Alright, time to fight. Get quick. So,
I'm sorry?
So, I think he's supposed to try and, like...
Is that supposed to be Muhammad Ali?
I think so. Because some of these are meant to be based on more... the champion of this game is definitely meant to be based on someone. Well, he kicked his ass. So the thing is that if you're familiar with the Wii Punch-Out, there's the character Disco Kid. Oh, right. Pizza Pasta!
Yeah, pizza pasta!
From
Not
Italy.
the worst one, though! Somehow! Somehow, pizza pasta isn't the worst, and that's what's really sad.
Yeah. Oof. Oof, this is...
No, do you know who I'm referring to, though, Carnival?
No!
Because I'm sure Lolo does.
We'll see him. He's in the next game.
No, because I know this game is just... The entire Punch-Out series is bad about this in general.
So...
It's true.
Thankfully, the only... They never get into actual, like... Trying to think of a better way to phrase it. They don't get into, like, usually the really bad ones are various European.
Also, it stays in the realm of, like, just casual racism, you know, no.
There is a game on the Commodore 64 that is meant to be, that is basically, it's kind of a big ripoff of this. That does not have that qualms.
Also, I think the Tell Me More thing is still saying, oh wait, it was like ARC? Oh, Arcade. Brain went.
Also here.
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening in my left ear, though? Holy shit.
So Mr. Sandman, I believe, is based on an actual boxer. I just don't know what his name is. So I believe I forgot what the name is.
George Foreman?
I forgot. There's a boxer named Mr. Sandman. I've just forgot who it is. Also, Mr. Sandman being in Mike Tyson Punch-Out and Super Punch-Out, he is close to the end, but not the end. In the Wii one, he is the last boss. I guess an homage to this. So I also was thinking about the Commodore 64 one. I forgot what the name of the boxer they associated with it. But there's a character that's named Tribal Trouble, and that's all I'll say about it. There might be a bone through a nose. Who to say? And I want to say, no, there's a character in that. The other characters are like, there's a character that's named Frenchy France is his name, and also I want to say there was an even worse Italian stereotype, and I forgot what it was. But yeah, thankfully Nintendo does not get quite into that territory. It's just national stereotypes, I should say, is more what they get into. There.
You say that, but don't forget King Hippo.
Oh, there is King Hippo.
Tiny belt.
Also, now that we are... Yeah, so basically now, once you defeat Mr. Sandman, you are now... It swaps what you are, and you're a champion of the world. Okay, so yeah, that's...
And also yellow.
Yep. So yeah. Oh yes, Ravioli Mafiosi is his name.
Ah,
That's a name. Okay, anyway. So that's Arcade Punch-Out. So, I guess I would call that Dex. Because Punch-Out's a weird thing in that a lot of them are really more puzzle games, and they're kind of actually more rhythm games than like anything else. But this one's more of a standard like boxing game, but those both kind of would end up in the Dex category. So the original Punch-Out's kind of rough.
yeah.
Especially if you're
Not
used,
good.
especially if you're used to the newer ones, it's very hard to go back to.
I'd probably put like mid to low yellow.
Yeah,
Like if absolute highest would probably be versus Excitable.
I would put it. I am thinking kind of. I'm actually thinking maybe above San Francisco Rush.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm thinking back on it.
Joe Frazier, that's who it was.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Yeah, and that came out in 1984. Nintendo Arcade. Let's just call.
Man, I'm not looking forward to Super Punch Out.
Well, remember. Oh, also, so we'll see. We'll see when I get there. It's not what you're thinking. We'll call that whimsical.
Sure.
Which one goes with casual racism?
That could be whimsical.
Because everyone is a walking stereotype.
I'm gonna go expert and X.
Pizza pasta.
So what would we say about like/dislike?
Didn't like anything.
It's okay. I can't really say much about it.
Yeah, I didn't really care for it,
Yeah,
but nothing really stuck out.
Yeah, I think we'll probably just leave this blank. Okay. So, yeah, I guess Punch-Out did relatively well in the arcades. So they made a sequel. Actually came out that same year, and it is in fact called. RetroArt's going to freeze apparently.
God, that's right. This is the one who I was thinking of.
Yeah. So let's redo this. So sequel, aptly named Super Punch-Out. It is basically the same game.
Why is it doubled?
It's because it would 2 screens. So now you have 4 buttons. So now you have a duck button. Good duck. Let's well, first off, it's the same thing. Let's just see through who we got here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Man.
Don't eat it. Wait, don't get in. Okay, so. Air Hugger.
Champion of Canada.
Also, so Bear Hugger's gimmick is that you can't punch him in the stomach because he's too fat, you see.
Don't you love the kill moves?
Yep.
Don't you love that the first enemy you fight has a kill move?
Good shit.
At least it sets the expectation, at least.
Okay, so
That's
now we've done
lonely.
Bear Hugger.
Yeah.
How does it keep getting worse?
Oh, don't worry, this isn't even it.
Also, Dragon Chan, which is great, because hopefully he does the move I'm thinking of. Because he does a move that is very unconventional for boxing.
Does he kick you?
Is it a kick?
We'll see.
Think you might have to let him act first.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
I
he
see.
kicks you in the face.
That's
Sure that's
illegal.
DQ. Ref, do your job.
This isn't the
Man, he's
WWE.
Which is great because also... Okay. Also, the timing on that's really weird, too.
Suck shit.
Ref, is the ref blind? They're paying off the ref.
Well, I mean, you hear how fast the ref's counting, so clearly someone's... They're in someone's pocket.
Alright, so now we've done that. It's time for Vodka Drunkinsky.
Yeah! Vodka Drunkinsky!
I did
So-
this one. Oh.
So, this is the one that they actually changed.
This is the
because-
one
yeah, I
that was
wonder why.
so bad they changed in later games, yes.
Also, what the hell's wrong with his head?
Don't make fun of it.
So Vodka Drunkinsky is just, he's just hard. I don't think he has a special move. At least not in the early ones. Okay, so now we have Great Tiger. Who's
And I'm
great?
assuming he's not a sheik because the tournament thing's a sheik thing, and
And don't forget that he uses,
Yeah, wait, let him. He has it in this one, so let's see him do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, maybe it's not as fancy in this one.
Okay, I won't mention it then for the next game.
Okay, so
For the uninitiated.
so wait, does the knockout give you the super punch, or is that just, or is the star power thing not a thing in this game?
it's the star power. I just had the cheat on that. Okay, this is. There.
Holy shit. That was ridiculous.
It's not over yet.
Okay, now we have. I believe this is the last fight. And this guy's asshole.
This guy is a gift. In a much later game, he would be a source of a gif of yours.
Yes,
Is that supposed to be Hulk Hogan?
pretty much.
It's supposed to be Macho Man, based on the name. It looks nothing like Randy
Well-
Savage.
No, it's. I think it's supposed to be just kind of a mix. Oh yeah, he's going for. I think they're kind of going for a Ric Flair thing. Yeah, here's the thing: is he has the martial punch, which is it's a royal asshole to deal with.
Uppercut. He's down for the count. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Right. Uppercut. Knock him out. Uppercut. He's down for the count. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Right. Uppercut. Uppercut. He's down for the count.
Okay. So there is all the people from Super Punch Out.
Okay, but that looks nothing like him.
Yeah.
All right, let's. Okay, that's Punch Out. Well, Super Punch Out.
What a terrible game. I'd put it right next to Punch Out.
Yeah, just above the Punch Out.
Yeah.
I would put it below Punch Out, actually.
Yeah.
Because it was even more of a fucker.
God damn it.
Oh, you...
Then it also came out in 1984 by Nintendo. Smart.
Also, later games would change Bear Hugger's hair color.
What did?
Yeah, it's more of a brown, closer to orange.
Oh, right, yeah. Is there anything specific like dislike that we'd like for that one in particular?
No, it's about the same.
Yeah.
You know, I
Literally
put
the same
cheese.
thing.
Alright. Alright. There we go. Okay. So, we're talking Punch Out. Be very wrong to do those,
To not do.
but to do those, but not the one that people are probably familiar with. Whoop, wrong one.
Yeah, the best one.
You mean the Wii one, you mean?
Not quite. So it's also great because I'm going to be doing the original, because now that I think about it, this is also very controversial. Okay, so naturally when Nintendo, I mean the Famicom had come out in Japan at this point, but yeah, when Nintendo had its home console, it's like, oh, we should bring Punch Out to the home console. And that is what they did. But they changed the way the game plays, and they also brought in some help in terms of a, I guess, famous boxer at this point. So this. One sec. This.
Fine, I can't wait for Muhammad Ali.
I think his name got put on a boxing game, or I just forgot which one. But yes, this is. Damn it. This is
Unfortunate.
loud. Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Man, that is a look that has aged well.
Mike Tyson being in a game also is being a thing that has aged well. Because, yeah, the thing with Mike Tyson is that at this point, basically, Mike Tyson changed boxing, period. I believe he is one of the people who has changed the style. Because before Mike Tyson came out, like, boxing matches would last, like, quite a long time before... you get a knockout. Mike Tyson just knocked people out within like a couple rounds, and he was kind of revolutionary in that way.
Yes. Most boxing went upwards to the late teens, late teens, 20s numbers of rounds, depending on. Tyson would get you within the first 5. In 3, you probably could win because he had no stamina. But.
Yeah. So, yeah, they put his name on this game. But yeah, nonetheless, it's still Punch Out.
And he chewed off Evander Holyfield's ear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So there's a series of things. So this particular release of the game, it's not Mike Tyson's Punch Out. If you get this game on modern platforms, because they have brought this game out. You know, it's Nintendo and it's a mainline thing, so they've brought this game out to plenty of things. They don't have Mike Tyson's name on it. You might think maybe that's just a licensing thing. No, there's like a series of 3 things that Mike Tyson did around this time that kind of got his name pulled, because there are versions of this game even on the NES that do not have his name in it. One, biting Vander Holyfield's ear. Also, he just started to also wane in popularity. Also got convicted of rape. That also
that was kind of the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they took his name off it.
Wait, why do you get the like Mike Tyson Adventure Show on adult? Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they changed the way Little Mac look, and he now has his friend, a trainer character with him, and that is Doc Lewis. So yes, Star of Glass Joe, just like the original. Let's go ahead and start.
Okay, thank God it's here.
So good though.
Okay.
Mario's the ref.
Mario's the ref, and also this plays. They have refined. It's now a third-person game. Oh, also, I forgot that. Okay, so.
But also.
Yeah, it's same kind of controls, but it's a lot more refined.
And this is the point where they actually have like the puzzle bits now finally refined, right?
Oh, also, let's do this right. Is it up? Okay, what's the timing on this? No, it's gut punch. So I had to show that off at least.
Yeah, and a lot of the boxers have similar weaknesses.
So
also, star punching during certain move will actually.
So they changed the way the star punching works. You get stars by knocking them, like basically hitting them in a way that they're kind of quote unquote not expecting it. So like if you do it like right when they're about to do a punch.
You mean countering them?
I guess that would be a more technical way of saying it.
Cross counter.
Yeah, all of them have their own number of them, but yeah, no, this game's really neat.
Also, Von Kaiser.
Yeah, somehow that one still doesn't register for me for some reason. It's just so much more egregious bullshit.
Oh my God, was that Flight of the Valkyries?
Yes.
Yes.
Also, as they go, the tell for they're about to punch become even more subtle.
Everyone has their own tell too. It's actually kind of really neat. God, this song is so good.
Oh, also, since one thing that I don't know if you might not know this if you're not paying attention to the lower right, but in order to do a star punch, you actually hit start.
Also, it's great because the timer makes no sense.
Yep. Also, yeah, just like the arcade games, if you knock someone out 3 times in a round, it'll be a TKO.
I think that's boxing rules in general.
That's what I kind of figured, but I wasn't too sure. Also, a character that had his name changed in later releases, because not for the Piston it's the Honda, but they've changed his name to Hondo in modern releases. So yeah, much like Piston Hurricane, he will have. We'll see his move.
Also, I love his stupid tell.
Yes.
It's the eyebrows.
Whoop. Oh. There we go. God, I got some of this down, like... This is very much a muscle memory game.
Yeah, it's all about learning the fights and learning the tells, and then...
Up. Whoop.
So I like Little Mac a lot more than whatever that was in the arcade game.
Yeah, okay, come on. No, you want to do it. Okay, good. I was like, you better not timer scam me.
So I'm glad that weight classes don't exist in this universe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, and we got this funny scene, or this famous scene. Doesn't Little Mac have the trainer suit skin in Smash?
Yeah.
Yep.
Please do not reference that in the chat. Or at least...
do not.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate thing about this, is that thanks to a certain meme from the early 2000s, the song is slightly tainted. Also, anyway, so now on to the major circuit, which has some pretty interesting characters in it. Including this asshole. So this is, Don Flamenco has probably one of my favorite gimmicks. Yes, probably. So, Don Flamenco's gimmick is pretty interesting. So yeah. Trying to bait you. So you have to punch him in order to get him to actually do anything.
Otherwise, he just baits you forever.
Yep. Also, you'll do it on Wake Up.
Man, that's a terrible wake up DP. You got tails everywhere.
Okay, so here's what happens when you run out of hearts. It's that you turn pink and you can't punch.
That's not good.
Yeah, you
Don't
missed the arcade
explain
punch out.
how you lose the hearts.
Oh, you get basically if they block your punch. Also, if you get, I think it's if you get a hit, I think also you lose hearts.
I believe so, yes. 'Cause it's effectively just stamina.
That's shit.
Okay, so that's Don Flamenco. Now on to the more... This guy's kind of a roadblock, even though he's actually not that hard when you know how to fight him. So... Welcome to King Hippo. Who may or may not be Butterbean. So, he has a very... Yeah, you fight him in a very... Like, he is... This is like the only fight that you fight like this. So, the thing is it's not a... You're trying to avoid most of his things until he does a very high punch. Then you do that. There's that.
All right then.
Yep. Okay. Ah, here we go. So, Great Tiger, which has probably one of the more subtle ones in the entire game. Don't even know if you'll be able to see it on stream.
Jeez, that is annoying.
Is it his diamond flashing?
Yep.
Yes.
It's a lot easier to see if you're playing on a TV.
I mean, I can see pretty clearly on the side stream, but
Yeah.
it's just kind of. It's just the kind
It's
of
very subtle,
that-
like regardless of what you're watching it on.
Okay, now is he going to do his move now?
So Carnival, there was a thing you mentioned before that you were worried about.
I think he's going to do one more set of punches. I think a left to right, left, right. And I think here we go. Yep, here we go.
Damn.
So that's a very hard to, so you have to block all of those hits.
I see. He has after images.
This is why he's the great tiger. Oh.
Also, I like the fact that his teleport's the same sound effect as the magic. Oh. As the magic from Zelda 2.
Do the rounds reset how many downs you need?
Yep.
So I'm guessing that means that stalling out is not a viable tactic.
Kind of. So they still keep their stamina between rounds. So if you knock him out enough, he'll still be like super stunned. Also, there's a max of 3 rounds, by the way.
I figured.
Which is actually kind of really hard to actually win by points in this game.
I mean, winning by points in any kind of boxing is always iffy. Because it's just, you're relying on the judges, and that's never gonna...
Alright,
just
who...
Arbitrary as shit.
Who's the last... Oh! Time for the bull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, just...
What's with this man's face?
I don't... Oh! No. Oh, god damn. That comes out really quick. Oh, here we go.
The move.
God, I still have that down to muscle memory.
It feels like the round counter is going faster in these later segments.
Alright.
So proud of you.
You did it.
Alright, so on to the major circuit. Or the... oh, I think it's the world circuit? Yes. So now we have some rematches to do first.
He's got such powerful eyebrows.
Anma's been training.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. I think now is the point where I'm gonna have to start using a little bit of rewinding.
It's time for Little Mac to bring out his true powers. Time wizardry.
Oh.
Oh, actually, no. It's time for Little Mac to bring out his stand. King Crimson.
It's fine, because it doesn't matter for shit.
So, there is a way to recover health, but it is only between rounds. So if you hold A and B during a round transition, which I'll do here. So I'm pretty sure it's either you hold A and B or it's start. Oh, it's start. Or wait.
Wow!
Why?
Holy shit, let's rewind and look at that text again, real quick. Holy shit!
Why?
It's the same text, by the way, that's in the Japanese version, so if you're wondering if...
I know, but that doesn't make it okay.
That just...
Could it be real?
That just raises more questions, to be honest.
And I guess at least it's indiscriminate? I don't know.
It's self-racist.
God, what a fucking baffling series this is.
Like, yeah, no, that's what someone should do, is just make a remake of Punch-Out, but just strip out all the racism.
But then what would it be, really?
Use aliens, then.
I'm just saying
So the funny thing you say that they tried that. There's a game called Power Punch 2 on the NES that was meant to be a Mike Tyson's Intergalactic Punch Out. And it fizzled out.
Look, all I'm saying is it's like G
here we
Gundam
go.
without the racism. Yeah, so they changed him to Soda Popinski. But yeah, Carnival, it's like G Gundam without the racism. What do you have left?
Gundam.
No, it's a bad Gundam, actually.
Yeah, no, it's a bad. G Gundam is a terrible Gundam. But it's a just great Super Robot show.
Oh, this guy does it too. He sells by waggling his eyebrows.
He's so pink.
It's a side effect from rehabbing all that alcohol out of his system.
Okay, but his skin would be a different color if he was drinking too much alcohol, I'm just saying.
Well, clearly he's not drinking enough alcohol anymore.
Jesus.
At least he knows how to ham it up. Put on a show.
I mean, I would want a show. Boxing tickets are expensive.
Yeah, but boxing's actually very boring.
I can understand that. I understand why you say that, but...
Right, now I remember what his move is.
Look, all I'm saying is there's better ways and cheaper ways to watch two people beat the ever-loving shit out of each other.
You're not wrong, but I'm also a fight junkie, so I enjoy those kind of just technical aspects.
Also, DM, you're breathing in your mic. Go on.
And it's why MMA is only half interesting to me, because MMA ultimately always a match ends up going to a grapple 90% of the time, and then I just
grab them, beat their face.
I don't have as much interest in grappling from a technical fight watching.
Also, they don't even,
Like, don't get me wrong, it's still extremely hard and technical what they're doing. It's just I don't find it as interesting to watch.
Personally, I'm not huge on blood sports.
That's completely understandable.
Especially because in effect, they're generally pretty boring.
I wish they would put fencing on TV, but they can't fill a time slot with a good fencing bout.
Yeah.
Because it's to 15 points, and then it's over. And unless it's epee, it's gonna be done fast.
Yeah, I mean, there's another like actually kind of neat sports like that you can't make a show out of.
And also, fencing scoring is incomprehensible if you don't know how to watch fencing.
Yeah, you would know, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I would love chess boxing.
See, I also find chess boring too, so... You, like, double lost me.
No, chess boxing is great, because it's literally just... They play until a checkmate, then they box, and then they do another chess set, and they continue that loop until someone wins 2 out of 3.
Passes out from a concussion.
That's just a knockout then, so yeah.
It's kind of fucked when you think about it, really.
Oh, right. Yeah. I'll fight him again.
Because passing out from a concussion is very bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, I had a fucking minor-ass concussion from hitting my head, and that fucking sucked.
Like I said, I have a problem. Blood sports is a thing that we probably should be phasing out. But at the same time, I can't deny I enjoy watching.
God.
Well, I mean, like, certain ones I can understand, like, once again, fencing, which is a lot less, let's say, brutal.
Yeah.
But stuff like this or MMA, where you just have to beat the ever-loving shit out of someone until they give up or pass out, it's...
That's why point sparring that I see Olympic point sparring, which you see done with like karate and taekwondo, is probably a much healthier way, because they basically go to about a first contact of a hit, they stop the match, well, stop the round, and then they continue on, because they don't go to a full contact anymore for those.
Well, yeah, because bad things would happen if you went full contact with that shit.
Yes, but Olympic point sparring is probably the best way to continue these, in a sense, and because it's still a lot more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, American football is, and I would argue, worse than, say, just straight up boxing, just in terms of just sheer number of people, but in an industry that...
not just that, it's... Part of the problem, too, is the fact that I'm not saying go without equipment, but the more equipment added make them play more unsafe.
Yes.
It's like boxing.
It's just a human thing, yeah. No, it's just how people work.
It's like when you give someone a rewind button, they can do whatever bullshit they want. And play as sloppily as you can.
It's just the illusion of safety makes people do more risky things. But American football is like the very definition of a blood sport. It will chew you up and spit you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Time Trip, because I think most people don't realize how a concussion works. Which is, it's not an external thing. You don't see a concussion, and that's part of the problem. Hell, even the person who gets the concussion may not realize they got a concussion initially. Speaking from experience. Ow, I hit my head. Oh shit, I can't focus on anything. Fuck.
Come on, get up in
I know, let's drive with a concussion. But yeah, driving with a concussion. Not an experience I would recommend, personally.
Really doing anything with a concussion is probably not going to be recommended.
Okay, but what about driving to and from work with a concussion? Also telling your boss, wow, I can't focus because of this concussion, I'm gonna drive home. I'm not a smart person.
Oh, we're just getting health back. What the hell?
Because he's hitting you, isn't he?
No!
They want you to beat him the way.
You son of a bitch!
That's ridiculous!
That's okay, his stamina should be really low at this point.
I mean, Mimic, to be fair, I don't really care for sports in general, I find them kind of boring, but also I have grown up around people who fucking love them, so...
Oh yeah, same, like, I'm not a sports, other than, like, again, fencing. Fencing's the only sport that I'd actually, like, go out of my way to watch.
I don't know, shit like fencing or kendo are pretty neat.
Yeah, fencing, kendo, those, and taekwondo, like, Olympic point sparring, it's just... The sports I watch are things that are in the Olympics, so they only come around every 4 years. And even then, they're in, like, unwatchable hours.
Whereas, like, shit like MMA, I just feel like I'm watching 2 steps away from a bum fight.
Yeah, MMA is one of those things where it's like, it's fun to watch live, but I can't... But, like, just watching on TV, it's like, if it's on and there's nothing else, okay, sure, whatever.
There we go.
Granted, it also helps that I don't like grappling.
Well, yeah, no, exactly.
I mean, Nolan, like, Snooker takes a certain degree of technical skill, and I can understand enjoying that.
How'd they make this guy an asshole? I know they did.
And like, Pool to an extent as well.
Oh yeah, no, golf is great.
Golf is a thing I would rather play than watch.
I can't drive, so if we're just doing
See, I was amazing at driving back when I played, but my short game was dog shit. That said, I have forgotten everything about how to play and don't even remember, like, proper form. Also, it doesn't help that back when I played, I was much shorter. Back before I was the fucking giant I am.
Yeah, that's probably gonna make, like, club ratio do.
Yeah. Come to find out, being too tall makes a lot of things a pain in the ass.
I only like wrestling and nothing else.
You know what? Wrestling's got spectacle going for it, so I can understand that.
Like,
And also, fucking wrestling moves are cool as shit.
Yeah, wrestling, it's just one of those things where it's like... It's one of those I would watch when it's like, okay, when I have someone to help me go through things.
Also, more importantly, wrestling is about putting on a show.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Whereas, like, a number of blood sports are just two people beating the ever-loving shit out of each other. Wrestling is two people trying to put on a show while beating the ever-loving shit out of each other. And even that's not to the same extent.
Let the wrestlers unionize, McMahon!
McMahon would never let that happen, are you
Yeah,
kidding?
it's not happening.
I know.
God, no, it's just got in my head. He's gonna. I see their gimmick for making Don Flamenco harder is to waste my time.
Yes.
Pretty much.
I mean, but yeah, of course. But also, like, I would probably need, like, custom clubs if I was to actually play.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying, is like, that's going to get, in custom clubs get expensive.
That's a Charles Barkley's, like, fucking golfing form is forever my favorite thing in the world. That man can golf like no one else!
That's one way of putting it.
I mean, it's true!
True.
But yeah, like, time driven, for reference, I'm 6'5", so it makes these sorts of things inconvenient, let's say. Hell, it even just makes driving a pain in the ass.
And I guess since we're on the topic of sports, congrats to the women's soccer team for 4 World Cups. Because in the only time Americans care about soccer is the Women's World Cup. Because our team actually is good there.
Hooray, we can actually do something.
Yay!
Alright, here we go.
Yeah! Mr. Sandman!
From near me, apparently.
Also makes quite a face when he punches.
It's pretty good. shame his patented Dreamland Express wouldn't be until much later.
I mean, he still has something like this.
Yeah, but it's not the Dreamland Express, which is fucking great.
That's right. Also, you have to do an upper and then a bunch of lowers, which is really weird.
I love the faces he makes, though. They're so good. Like, whoever made this was having a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah, here's the thing that's... Okay, so it's just 3 of them.
Especially these later fights are just all about pattern recognition.
Yep.
Fucking Lolo cheating like a bastard.
I was saying, we need to get to Mike Tyson.
Yeah, we need to get destroyed by Mike Tyson is what you mean.
Look, if you can get past that first round, you got it.
Damn, I can't believe you already won.
Not quite.
Not even 6 units in.
Oh.
Yeah, they come out like near instantly, it's great. He's just having none of your shit. So I don't understand the point of the count because it literally never matters.
It's come up a few times where Mario counted them out.
There are cases in which you can win by stamina drain versus TKO. Alright. Here we go. From one final boss to another. Also, by the way, he's supposed to be 27. Oh, here we go. I forgot it started in this game.
Yup. God, I love his weird fucked up head.
Like almost Phil Collins kind of face. Or hairdo. Oh, right. Oh, how do you do... Oh. Wait.
Don't you have a duck?
I thought I did. Oh, no, you just have to time it really fast. The Goblin series is a really weird series of adventure games. So the only thing that I'm familiar with from that group is, oh, here we go. This is the really bad one.
Yeah, the real fuck you.
Woodruff and the Amazing Schnibble. I believe those are by the same people. Very French adventure games. That's Super Macho Man.
Not so super anymore.
Alright, now.
Small but great champ. Push start for the dream fight. Daddy, come back home.
I like that it's April 1st, 1987.
Daddy, come back home.
Alright, here we go.
Daddy, come back home.
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
This is going to suck. He is going to fuck start your face.
Look, if you can survive the round, you can get him.
See.
Yeah, because the goal is just surviving, I believe, until minute 30. Because then he changes his style and it's actually, like, something you can deal with.
You say minute 30, but these units don't make sense. They aren't people numbers.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, he is just shredding through your hearts.
Yeah, he does not fuck around.
Yeah, I remember hearing that, but I bet you I would be very surprised if that did not have an impact on it.
Oh, is he back in his super mode now?
No, it's just a different thing.
Just a bunch of quick jabs.
Don't know at the time. There we go. It's just the timing on that is
rough.
Now he's back in super mode.
Got him.
I believe you in your time, wizardry, Lolo.
You can do it.
I wouldn't go that far.
You can make an attempt.
Yeah, okay, that's more like... So yeah, the timings on some of his punches are super weird.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's that it's like it's very unconventional.
It's like just slightly slower than you expect it to be, so you get fucking rammed in the face. Going to round 3.
Oh boy.
Right as he was about to beat the shit out of you. Also, man, that picture they chose from is terrifying.
Yeah.
It's the eyes, honestly.
Oh right, I lost my star punch.
Oh dear.
It's because a lot, like, there's like a very set, like, frame data for this.
Well, only got 19 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't think I have enough points to win by decision. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
That works.
Okay, but that face is real good.
The man surprised by the decision.
I've never seen such finger speed before.
So this actual piece of music that's playing right here, that was there from the arcade version. This is actually, I believe it is the, it's like, the name of the song is like Look Sharp, Be Sharp. It was prominently used in, I can't remember if it was 2030s or 40s, by Gillette for Gillette ads for razors.
Hmm.
I don't know if it was public domain. Alright.
Public domain is
Also, what's up
public
with Max
domain is
Eyes?
80 years.
Yeah, he's got red eyes, doesn't he?
He's got the pink eye.
Yep.
He's got the dark Hado.
We should probably call a doctor and a priest.
Yeah.
And a young priest.
Oh. Call this up.
Probably like above the other ones, but
I really like Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
It's
really
a
good.
really fucking good game.
In terms of what we have here,
I mean, it's good, but I probably wouldn't put it like maybe green is highest. I would put it.
I would put it.
I would put it much higher than that.
Yeah, I'm thinking blue.
I mean, yeah, I would rather play Libble Rabble at least, personally.
Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe in between Viriax and Krubal.
Yeah, sounds good to me. It's a good fucking game, though.
Yeah.
A shame that there's only one other game in the series that I think comes close to that.
The Wii one?
The Wii version is very good.
Yeah.
It's better. But other than that, I don't like Super Punch-Out.
There's something I like about Super Punch-Out, but I can definitely see why you would not like it.
Yeah, it's not what I want from Punch-Out, basically.
Yeah, it's trying to be more like the arcade ones, but a bit more refined.
Which is why the Wii version is great, just because it is this, but improved.
Alright, so what for like and dislike?
Music.
Forgot that Y was for yikes.
Yes.
I got nothing.
All I can think of is music, really, because it's an interesting game mechanically, but I think
Actually, maybe I can put Electric Charm.
it's very much this thing that's like more you had to be there, because
Like music.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like music, but it feels like a game that's very much you had to be there for more than anything else, kind of thing.
Really? Because it was like I played it for the first time well after, but
Really, I would maybe have to play it myself again. You know what? It's been a while, but it's something that I find interesting. But I feel like it's just part of it. Just
to be fair, I would bet every time you've seen it, it's by someone who knows how to play it.
that's that's the thing. It's every time I've seen it's by someone I
Because it's about learning.
Yeah. Alright. Well, if that's that, then I guess we'll just put that there.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah. There's that. So I think that is enough of a look at controversial games that we can call it a night there. So let me go ahead and do this. So, thank you all for watching. If you're watching this on Twitch, you can follow my YouTube channel by going to youtube.ldp.life, and that'll take you to my YouTube channel, in which I will be uploading these episodes probably on Sunday. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can follow me on Twitch by going to twitch.tv/HelloToPuzzlo. These episodes are live 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays, and now starting this week, I believe it is... Check the schedule.
A time. It's a number.
12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays.
Ready.
So yeah, there's that.
Too early for my blood.
If you want to follow, see what I'm doing, or how I am doing and just what I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitter @LoadedPuzzle. And if you want to do the same, but also take part in various polls when they come up, you can join my Discord server by going to discord.ldp.life. And there will be that. So, with that, thank you all for watching. Next episode, Mortal Kombat in a Crowd of Clones, where we take a look at Mortal Kombat and its many clones. So with that, thank you all for watching, and have a good night.
So never actually go to some strange vampire's house to hang out there. Just don't.
Which actually, now that I realize that I need to figure out the way these endings are, because they're going to be, it's weird having an ending, and then it's like,
There's
oh wait.
Really good ending you can get? That's really stupid.
For what?
Oh, it's just... Basically, you do everything, you get the ending. She's like, thanks for being a pal, and goes to leave, and then you can trap her.
For what game is this?
Night Trap.
Oh, right.
It's great. It's terrible.
Oh.
Why would you do this?
Anyway, so let's figure out who can I go and... You guys too. No on streaming, but let's see, is anyone...
Is it the trash? Can you send them to the trash?
Let's see. How about something completely different than what I normally do? Let's send you to MC, because he seems to be streaming right now.
Little loser.
Alright, so let me do this.
What's he streaming?
I think it's Kingdom... Oh, god damn it. It says Kingdom Hearts 2, but I don't know if that... Or 3, but I don't know if that's... Okay. There we go. Alright, so, thank you all for watching, and have a good night.
Later.
Later.
Meh.